Good night, I am Mark Seal. West Indies lost their last 5 wickets for just 17 runs as they went down in the third ODI of the Seagram's Royal Stag Mega Cricket Cup Series at the Sir Vivian Richards Stadium in Antigua today. West Indies won the toss, asked India to bat, and the visitors made 251 for 4 from their 50 overs. MS Dhoni top scored with 78 not out with 4 fours and 2 sixes, while Ajinkya Rahane got 72 with 4 fours and 1 6.
Cut beautifully, and this time it'll get to the boundary.
That's in the air. It's going to carry to third man. Will it be taken? Yes, it is. And that's the end of Shikhar Dhawan.
Drifting and pays the price. Oh, edged. Has he got it? Yes. It's worked. This time Kyle Hope takes the catch. And the West Indies have been magnificent this morning against Virat Kohli. This will go around the world, make no mistake. There you go. Short and dispatch from Yuvraj Singh.
Another big appeal, not out. Now he's going to have a review of this one. Which is in line. No, is there any bat involved? I reckon not. Pitch is on, straightens. What would it have done? Hitting. Yuvraj has got to go.
Talking about up in the ante, Ajinkya Rahane. And then he'll respond with this. That is the big heavy bat.
Is that something which they have trying to do? But this time in the air, and an outstanding catch by Devendra Vishu. Gets rid of Ajinkya Rahane.
A single to bring up his century. MS Dhoni, 63rd ODI 50 for him. His 6 against the West Indies. Lovely shot from MS Dhoni. Leant back and had a full swing of the bat. How about this? Power, innovation. Off the middle of the bat, and it will go high and all the way for a 6. Well, he finishes it in style. MS Dhoni, the last 10 overs producing 100 runs just for the loss of 1 wicket. There were 3 partnerships which got them to 251.
Well, after that, the Windies always seemed to be up against it, but that rarely came home when they slumped from 141 for 5 to 158 all out in 38.1 overs. Jason Mohammed top scored with 40, while Ravi Ashwin took his 150th ODI wicket, whilst taking 3 for 28.
By him. Well, he would have an opportunity to continue the innings. A real ripper from Umesh Yadav. Cut away, will get a boundary. Ashwin diving in vain. He was very good against Kuldeep Yadav. Yet again punching this one through the offside.
That's hooked up in the air, and he's not going to be lucky this time as a man under it settled, and it's taken. Hold him. 4 half centuries. And gets himself off the mark with a boundary.
The bowling up. Cut away this time. 2 shot. Had all the time.
What is it?
It's a long way down for Jason Holder, but it's not down enough. There it is. Hits the ground now, but the bail's already come off. And the West Indies are stumbling.
That's high in the air. 2 men are coming to it, and it's taken. Shot from Ashley Nurse, straight over mid-off. That's out.
Oh, that'll be close. That'll be close. Easy one for umpire. Up goes the finger as well. 150 wickets now for Ashwin in one-day internationals. No, afraid there's no review left either. Cummins has got to go.
Kedar Yadav. And the first ball removes the off stump and ends the game. And India complete a win by 93 runs and go 2 up in this 5-game series.
Yes, they're now down 2-0. Only 2 more matches remaining in the series, and the 4th one is Sunday, weather permitting, against Antigua. On to swimming. Barbados gained 5 medals in the second session of the CC Can swim meet in Trinidad and Tobago last night. This included 3 gold medals, and Cozy Dunwoody won the boys 13-14 200-meter breaststroke in a time of 2 minutes 28.19 seconds. Now that clocking gave him a new 13-14 national age group record. Then Jack Kirby tied for first place with Stephen Amiable of French Guiana in the boys 15-17 50-meter backstroke. His time 27.23. And the final goal came from Christopher Cortes in the boys 18 and over with a time of 26.48, again in the 50-meter backstroke. Now, other medals included Zachary Taylor, silver in the boys 11-12 200-meter breaststroke, and bronze by Daniel Titus in the girls 13-14 50-meter back. Coming up, Brigadown is back in a new form.
I have diabetes, and every decision I make is important. I choose Glucerna to maintain a healthy nutrition. I drink it and recommend it to my patients.
Glucerna with Carb Steady is designed for people with diabetes, helps minimize blood sugar spikes, and it's delicious. Glucerna, your good decision of the day.
How does Omega XL reduce inflammation?
Omega XL is very effective at controlling pain associated with inflammation.
The studies show great results time and time again for people with joint pain.
If you walk around with pain, it's creating damage. Your blood vessels, your kidneys, possibly your brain.
Fight back. Get rid of pain and inflammation with Omega XL.
Get your Omega XL today. Live long, stay strong with Omega XL.
You've got to strive and believe you can achieve anything you put your mind to. Go the extra mile with good service. Be positive in your attitude. Rise and fly with the eagles. Be better today than yesterday.
Hi, I'm Trinell Corbin, Assistant Photographer at the Government Printing Department. Here, we produce documents for all government departments. I remain productive by managing my time and working effectively and efficiently without wasting material. Let's all do our part to be more productive citizens.
And we will be productive. Oh, 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 oh. Barbados be productive.
The 34th edition of the Harris Paynes Regatta, which is set to sail this weekend, will witness Piece of Barbadian Heritage competing in the 2-day event. Member of the organizing committee, Peter Burke, made the announcement at the media conference held at their headquarters, where the vessel C'est la Vie, formerly known as Brigadown, was the first Barbadian-designed boat to cross the Atlantic in the Arc Transatlantic race back in 1984 in a record time. And this weekend, it will be sailing across the ocean with one of Barbados' first world champions, owner Bill Tempro.
It is very significant that many years later, I think it was the 1980s, was it, Ralphie, when you did that?
Yeah, 84.
Yeah, 1984, when that feat was achieved. And it is significant now that the boat is now owned by Mr. Bill Tempro, who himself won a world championship in 1967 together with Jackie Hood, and at that time it was the first Barbadian, he became the first Barbadian, he and Jackie Hood, ever to win a world championship in any sport.
Well, children will be grabbing the opportunity to compete in the regatta for the 4th time this year. It'll be in the dinghy class. Now, Director of Sail Barbados, Mariana Brown, says 9 boats are registered and they're ready to sail.
We're going to have a handicapped race for the dinghies, which means that each boat gets sort of what we call a corrected time. We're using the Portsmouth yardstick method. And at the moment, we currently have 9 entries. So we have everything from an Optimist, which is a tiny little 9-foot boat for a single, quite young sailor, up to a Laser, which we're quite excited to see them racing against each other. I keep telling the Optimist kids that they get a very good handicap to keep them motivated to sail against the Laser.
The regatta starts at 2 p.m. tomorrow at Carlisle Bay, while Sunday's event will start at 9:30 in the morning. And still to come, more options for those who want to learn sports.
I have diabetes and every decision I make is important. I choose Glucerna to maintain a healthy nutrition. I drink it and recommend it to my patients.
Glucerna with Carb Steady is designed for people with diabetes, helps minimize blood sugar spikes, and it's delicious. Glucerna, your good decision of the day.
You've got to strive and believe you can achieve anything you put your mind to. Go the extra mile with good service. Be positive in your attitude. Rise and fly with the eagles.
My name is Margot Appley. I am a schoolme's assistant here at the Harbour Schoolme's Center, where we cater for over 8,000 children. I assure that I am productive by going across the board, not sticking only to one area, whether it be cooking, baking, or veg. Let's all be more productive citizens.
And so much to give, and we all live positive, and we will be productive.
You got the body, you got the shape, you got the feel like a high school grape, you got the hips, you got the thighs, you got the... Use a walk case. You can't done use a walk case. This is Horsehead of Security. This is Stabby. And I want to thank you for voting me into be the finals. So when I go to meet me there, so I know the finals. When they come in to shout on this thing, make Stabby laugh.
The 17th Annual National Sports Council Summer Camp will see an increase from 16 disciplines being offered to 25 during the 6-week-long camp, which starts from July 10th. The announcement was made by the National Sports Council senior coach Ryan Toppin during a media conference held at their headquarters in Millards Hill, where he mentioned that women's basketball, women's football, archery, and orienteering will be among the new disciplines being offered this year.
But we're introducing archery, and we're also introducing the sport of orienteering. Orienteering is a sport that combines map reading with an actual race. The closest thing to it would be like rally, but you're not in a car. So you use a map to move from point A to point B, and you must follow the route that is mapped out on the map. It is a new sport, it's being done at some schools, and as part of our mandate, we try to introduce our campers to as many new disciplines as possible. So this year we'll be satelliting orienteering. By satelliting means that we will have them move around to our venues and introduce the campers to it at our venues. Once it takes off, then we look to bring it on as a full program supporting discipline.
And CEO of the NSC, Jerry Blenman, stated that the western side of the National Stadium will be restricted from all entry and for safety purposes, while new logistics are in place for the safe travel of campers when at the stadium.
Maintain that all of the stands are restricted so that there is no use of the stands. The track is an excellent track, a Mondo track, and that will be in use for the summer camp, but we will have the necessary restrictions in terms of the facility. We are also at the moment in the process of transferring staff at the National Stadium over to the netball stadium as a precaution to ensuring their continued safety. And so some logistics as it relates to the entry to the stadium will be put in place persons will now be using the Nova Scotia Gate only.
The Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor boxing match, once it comes off, will no doubt command one of the biggest television audiences in boxing history. A 49-0 multi-divisional boxing champion is set to face someone who is making his debut in the ring. That's Mayweather, a minus 550 favorite, up against McGregor, being a plus 375 underdog. Well, bring it on already. Here are some of the events happening this week in sports. Tomorrow, Saturday, July 1st, will be the start of the BCA 2017 Elite Division at 5 venues, all starting from 12:30 p.m. Then, over at the Garrison Savannah will be the Cropover Festival Race Day, post time 2:15 p.m. And we'll have 2 days of Premier League basketball at the Community College Gym. Tomorrow will be a double header for the men from 6 p.m., while on Sunday there will be a quadruple header starting at 2 o'clock, of which the first 2 games will be the Women's League, followed by the men. So that's us for another week. Look out for more CBC Sports over the weekend during the evening news. Then check us out on Monday for another long edition of Sports Night. I am Mark Seal. Do enjoy your weekend in sports.
You're watching CBC TV 8 in beautiful Barbados.